Hello and welcome to my channel. This has been a concept channel for about 3 or 4 years. This is probably my 5th, 6th attempt at making the first video, with several excuses, reasons. Anyway, as I was saying, welcome to the channel. I'm Jim, or Jimbo, or James, and I've decided to try and finally get this channel up and running by bringing you to one of my favourite places ever. This is Llyn Crafnant in the Gwydir Forest, in the heart of Eryri, North Wales. Let's go for a walk. So yeah, I don't know where I got to before, but as I was saying before, I've been trying to start this channel for about 4 or 5 years. First had an Insta360, then that broke. Then I got this about 2 years ago. It's a DJI Action 4, and for every reason under the sun, I've never got round to making a video. I've been accused by somebody, if you watch this you'll know who you are, of being a dreamer, and they were right. I'm a dreamer, one of these people who wants to do everything brilliant. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, this is going to be amazing, this is going to be brilliant. And in reality, all it does is leaves me in paralysis of never actually getting hardly anything done that I want to do. Anyway, so there's been some things happen in my life recently that have caused me to question a lot of things, like why have I not ever put a YouTube video out? And I've been thinking about the dreamer thing and how right they were. The fact is, I want everything to be perfect. I want to do everything so that I look like a professional. I want to do this, I want to do that. The fact is, I'm not going to be a professional. I can't expect to be. I mumble over my words, say the wrong thing, I'm a bit daft, and it's not going to be professional. I mean, it might get better as I go along, but if it never gets started, it'll never get better, will it? So, and I suppose it's one of those things, wherever you start, hopefully it won't get worse. So yeah, here we are. Thanks to Espen Johan. He is I believe my first subscriber, even before I'd got a video out. Cheers, mate. You're the one, if this video ever gets out, you're the one who's inspired me to get started. Because I've realised that all I want to do is share my adventures and my passion for North Wales and Britain and everything adventure related. I like a bit of photography. I'm not very good, you know, I've been doing it for a couple of years, and again, that was another thing where I was a bit of a fantasist, wanted to be a professional photographer, wanted to do this, wanted to do that. I mean, I've got a day job, I'm not going to give that up, and I need to just stop living in this fantasy world that I'm going to be a professional photographer, I'm going to be a professional YouTuber. Doesn't matter. All I want to do is have fun. And hopefully some of you guys will have fun with me. All right? Cool. Okay, we're going around the lake, the Llyn, anti-clockwise. You first come to a little fork in the road where one path seems to go up to the right. I believe that goes up onto these mountains. You can see here, you can just see poking through there. Well, actually I've never gone that way. I've been here quite a few times and never adventured up there. It's a bit naughty that really, isn't it? But yeah, we're going up there onto Crimpiau. So you follow it around. In a minute we're going to get to a little kind of foresty bit, and if you go up to the right there's a little waterfall which is absolutely beautiful. Reaching another little mini adventure spot here. You can sit here and have your sandwiches while enjoying the view of Crimpiau. But that's not the adventure. The adventure is up there. I don't know if you can see, if it's dark, but you can go up here and climb up. You can get up quite high up there. Good fun if you've got kids that aren't used really to climbing. I mean, if you've got kids that are like mountain goats, it won't be much to them, but yeah, good bit of fun for all the family. And like I say, nice little bench if you want to sit down, get yourself a drink, something to eat. Not too many benches round Llyn Crafnant, that's one thing I'd say. When you get around the other side, there's literally nothing but a tarmac road. So if you do want to just chill out for a bit, have some sandwiches, that's one of your best options. On this side, on this right hand side of the lake, there are a few places where you can get down to the lakeside, but they are quite few and far between. Sorry, I thought there was somebody behind me then. So yeah, this is the foresty bit, and don't know if you'll pick it up on here, on this microphone, but if you head just up that way, there's a beautiful little waterfall that usually I can't resist taking some pictures of. Today, that is not the exercise. The exercise is to get up and try and catch what's not a very promising sunset, but we're going to try anyway. So, but yeah, it's beautiful. If you're up this way, you're not in a rush, highly recommend checking it out. Who lives in a house like this? Probably a terrible impression, sorry. But I certainly don't live in a house like that, I wish I did. Please shut the gate. Yn Gymraeg, os gwelwch yn dda, ceiwch y giat. So yeah, something I didn't tell you before, forgot to tell you before, is I'm a Welsh speaker. I speak fluent Welsh, I've done since I was very, very small. Probably don't sound like I'm a Welsh speaker, but that's because I'm from a part of North Wales that doesn't really have any particular Welsh accent associated with it. So yeah, croeso I Gymru. Gobeithio na I ddysgu chi chydig bach o Gymraeg ar y ffordd. So, welcome to Wales. Hopefully I can teach you a little bit of Welsh on the way. So that's where we're headed. This is Crimpiau, and we're heading into, I don't know where I'm pointing, I'm trying to do this. I told you, I'm quite honest, I'm no professional. Hopefully I'll get better. I think I'm pointing there at the right space. We're kind of heading up a little path that comes up. We'll go around through here, and it goes over a stile up here, and then we're going to climb up that way, I think, again. Yeah, up Crimpiau. So as you can see, Sainsbury's deliver here. So we're not that far out of it. There's a campsite down here. And sorry, I don't know how much it costs. I'll try and find out the name of it as we go past later. There's a campsite, and obviously Sainsbury's deliver there. I think that's where they've been. There are a couple of houses here, but all he's done is turn around. Anyway, that's the way we'll go. If you just want to go around the lake, you can't see the lake on this side. The lake is behind here. So if all you want to do is go around the lake, you'd go through this gate and just follow the road back, which is the way that we'll go back later. But we're going to go just up this path here, and it'll take us up here to the left. There's a little stile, and then we're going to head up. Okay, I will ask you to excuse me if I start to get a little bit sweaty, because although I've lost quite a bit of weight recently, you wouldn't know that because it's my first video, but yeah, I've lost quite a bit of weight recently, but I'm still by no means fit. So we're just coming up to the stile just in front of us, which we'll go over, and then you head up just behind this wall here. You could probably just about make out the path. Kind of goes over there, loops around the back of these rocks, and then heads for the gap in the top there. So nice and easy, really defined path to follow. By the way, I meant to say before, until I was rudely interrupted by the Sainsbury's man, it took me about 38 minutes to get round to where it splits off down here to come up here. You can just see the Llyn Crafnant there in the background. So yeah, about 35-40 minutes, and that was quite a bit of faffing with this video, because being a rank amateur as I am, I do a bit of faffing. Anybody who knows me knows I like to faff a bit. I'm working on that, but to be fair, I've been working on it for quite a few years. So yeah, come up this path, it bends round here, and then just comes up to this little shoulder. Another good little sit off if you want to have a stop and a brew. I'll show you in a second when I get up it. Excuse me if you can hear me puffing and panting. But yeah, so there's a couple of rocks here that you can have a sit on if you want, or there's a couple a bit further up too. So yeah, this is the other little sitting point if you want a little sit before you go through that gap there, which takes you round, and then you'll come up on the top of Crimpiau, which is up there. So that's where we're going. Apologies if I'm sweating, puffing and panting. I did warn you, in all fairness, but yeah, it's not even that steep, to be honest. But again, fitter than I was a bit ago, but still not fit. Fitter, not fit. But yeah, great view from here if you just want a nice brew and a chill for the final push up to there. Yeah, I prefer that little sit-off point for a place for you to sit down and have a brew and butty if you want to. But there's a little wall just up here that some people tend to prefer to sit next to. Not particularly sure why, but you know, each to their own. I prefer to sit there and have a look out over Llyn Crafnant. It's far prettier. So in the winter, this is a bit of a stream that comes through. It's not generally bad unless it's been very wet, but yeah, you can probably see that in the winter months there is a stream that comes down through here. A little bit of it there. So yeah, here's the wall. Plenty of area for you to have a sit down if you want, but all you can really see is trees. So, as I say, I never quite understand why people like to sit there, but they do. So anyway, if you follow this trail all the way down, it takes you to Capel Currig. I've always wanted to do Crimpiau from the Capel Currig side, but again, something I've never got round to. And for somebody who likes adventures and don't seem very adventurous, I've never been up that side, never been from Capel Currig. Oh, and in the background there is more Siobel. So I've been up there a few times. So right, we're going to follow this path here, which will kind of follow through quite clearly defined route again. You're just kind of heading up slowly as you come, and keep to the right, and you'll see the way easy enough. There you go, you can see that path clearly enough. Straight up, onwards we go. So yeah, this is about as difficult as it gets. It's not even a scramble. You might need the odd hand here and there, but it's not a scramble really. It's more like rugged steps. So and it's only 2 minutes. Takes you up to this first little plateau, and we're going up there. So we go straight on through there, up that way, and if you just follow it, again you go around the back and come up on the top. See you in a mo. So yeah, we're just kind of heading up straight through there, and then the summit is just beyond there, or at least I hope it is. Turn around, look at what you see, the never-ending story. Na, 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 na. Yeah. This goes on a bit longer than I remembered it. I bet you think I've never really been here. I'm actually telling you a load of rot. But no, I have actually been here a few times. I remember this bit. This bit's often quite boggy. It is end of July and it's been quite dry, so at the moment it's not so bad. But yeah, it does go on a little bit more than I thought. It's still nothing major. I know my brow at the moment doesn't really suggest that, but it really isn't too bad. It is just my fitness that makes me look like this. But to be fair, it doesn't matter. I've always been like this. That's my dad's fault. Cheers, Dad. Rest in peace. God bless his soul. But yeah, so this is the final bit. Looks horrendous because of this trail, but no, it's not. It's not too bad. Oh, scree. They call it scree. But this is the final little plod. Yeah, I would walk you up here with me in this last bit, but with me puffing and panting, I guess you don't particularly want to listen to me doing that. So we'll get to the top. There is another way around that way, which I think takes you a bit longer, but maybe more gradual. But this just takes you straight up to the summit. Straight up there, beyond there. Promise this time. Pinky promise. So, let's see if I can do that. I'll tell you what. I'll spin you around. And I'll see if I can speed you up without you having to listen to me panting. And see if we can get up there that way. I'll prove it to you, I promise. Okay. And that, boys and girls, is it. The summit of Crimpiau. Hey! Llyn Valley. Just in time to see no sunset. Boo! Oh well. Got me up here, got me out. Still a beautiful view. Nobody else up here but me. Lucky for them. As far as sunsets go, that was an epic fail, but we still got to see a bit of beautiful colour in the sky, and we got to come up Crimpiau and see these views. Moel Siabod over there, Llyn Crafnant over there. That way I think that's kind of Bala over that way. I'm guessing these might be a Rennig Fawr in the back there, a Rennig Fach, a Rennig Fawr over there. Llyn Crafnant, Llyn Geirionydd's the other side of here. Lots of forestry around here. This is the Gwydir Forest. Gwydir Forest stretches all around here. And then, yeah, so Moel Davide, Ogwen Valley, Trevan, looking majestic over there. Foel Goch, I think it is. A garden you can see in the distance. Penarol Ewen. Just behind here you can see Penllith Frigorach, the slippery head of the witch. So yeah, that was Crimpiau. 475 metres, Moel Siabod over there. Famous couple of lakes over there. That's Llynau Mymbir. Llynau actually stands for lakes. Llyn is lake, Llynau, lakes, in case you didn't know. Right then, so we've left it a bit late. It's 9:30. Sunset was about 10 or 12 minutes ago, so we need to get down quick. I have got my head torch, always prepared, but I don't particularly want to try and use it, so we're going to try and get down as quick as possible. Back down to that route. Let's see how long it takes us. It's 9:28 now, so I'll catch you in a bit. So yeah, it's starting to get really, really dark now, very quickly. Only about 5 minutes down the mountain. But I just wanted, before it's too dark for me to say anything, just wanted to kind of discuss the fact that why was it that it took me so long to make a video? Yeah, so recently lots of things have happened in my life. Lost a lot of weight. Still got a bit to lose, as I said before, I think. But yeah, I think that's one thing. Anybody who's suffered with a bit of body confidence, bit of weight, you know, you lose your mojo a little bit. I lost a lot of weight a few years ago, sadly, put it back on. They've impacted my life a few different ways, so not looking for a sob story. It's my own fault. Got comfortable, got lazy, and now I'm doing something about it. But yeah, that affected me. Trying to put out a YouTube video, looking at the videos, thinking, oh, I particularly want to put that out. Doesn't help. And other things are so just a perfectionism. Everything wanting to be perfect, and at the end of the day, it's not about being perfect. Yeah, if you're young, you want to make a career, you know, you're worried about your image, people that, you know, are gonna view you, what they might say, people who might troll you, you know. But when you get to my age, you just want to have fun, you just want to share your passion, you just want to do what you enjoy. And I'd like to, like I say, just share that with you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and you'll come along with me for a few more. So we're off the top now. A quarter of an hour we've come back through past the wall, so it's dead easy now down to the main track, and then it's just tarmac road. I must remember to try and let you know the name of that campsite just in case you're interested. So yeah, so with the purpose of this YouTube channel, if it is going to take off, must have faith. Well, it's changed purpose several times, me being the dreamer that I have been. It started off originally just wanting to share adventures, but then snowballed into all sorts of different things. Wanted to be a professional photography channel, and you know, I've come to realise that there are tons of people out there doing great photography channels. I can't even begin to try and compete with them. You know, been doing photography for a couple of years, not particularly very well. in my opinion. Some people seem to like my photos, and that's good enough for me. You know, I enjoy it, and if other people like some of my pictures, then that's good enough for me. But yeah, no more excuses, and no more dreaming. It's good to dream to a certain point, but I think you need to have a realistic dream. And my dream is to just be able to enjoy life, adventure through life, enjoy it, and share it with people. That's all I want to do. If I can make people smile, if I can inspire people to go and look at, see, all right, okay. Some sheep in Wales have got attitudes. Dev-eyed, a sheep. Yes, I'm talking about you. So yeah, where were we? So yeah, if I can inspire some people to go somewhere new, try something different, or maybe, you know, even if, like I said, you know, I've had struggles with my weight, if I can inspire people to make a change in their life, just if I can inspire one person, two people, or more to make a change like I've made. I originally, about 6 years ago, lost about 10 stone. You know, for me, it changed my life. I put a lot of it back on. I'm getting now back to being the best version of me, so I can enjoy life for a lot longer for me, my kids, and my loved ones. So yeah, that'll be the purpose of the channel. So just sharing my adventures and hopefully make some people inspired and maybe smile. So that's it, first video. Hopefully this one goes out. Thanks for watching along and sticking with it. I was a bit rambly, wasn't I, to be fair, so I've learnt a lot in this first video, I hope. First few things that I need to stop saying so all the time, stop saying and stop waving my hands about like an air traffic controller. But yeah, thanks. Hopefully they'll get better, and hopefully I can make some of you smile and inspire you to get out and about and maybe make some changes in your life if you choose to. The campsite, by the way, was called Llyn Crafnant, and it was there was also a scout centre there. I've never seen as much scout activity there as there was. I tried to film it, but there were about 10, 15 tents, but it was far too dark. But yeah, that's the name of Llyn Crafnant, and there's also like a little cottage that you can hire out. I don't know whether that's part of the same concept, but yeah, worth checking out. It's a lovely place to go and stay. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Until next time, ciao for now.